matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Herbert.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Go, go. Hey, ram. Let's go. Hey.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Christian Watson
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Browns need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Kappa. 59. 5-9. 21. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Najee Harris.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Browns at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Baylor Tiger. Go. Hey, go Lion.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Look at this Browns defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Go. Hey, ram. Go.
On second down, here's Herbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Browns 28, Chiefs 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, this is Harris. And he works free.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, this defense very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third down and 1.
backfield, looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
King.
Mayfield on play action.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Harris running straight ahead. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
59. 5-9.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
21. Home troops right. Crowd right. Baylor Tigers. Set.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Set. Baylor Tigers. Go. Hey, go Lion. Ready.
Herbert now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Set.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ray. 12. Let's go. Set.
Herbert off of play action.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Taken from just outside the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. first down carry for Harris. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Set. Let's go. Hey, ram. Let's go. Hey, Kappa. 59. Baylor Tigers. 5-9.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line. A gain of 15. And the first down, Chiefs.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mayfield off the play fake.
That would complete downfield to Thomas.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Run.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up on 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
There's Mooney with another catch.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
He can't. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Najee Harris
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Browns 35, Chiefs 14. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Home and trips right. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Baylor Tigers, Baylor Tigers.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Baylor Tigers. Let's go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion. Hey, Ray. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown!
Marvin Mims,
26 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
42, Chiefs 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
Complete to Mooney on the slam.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Hey, ram. Set.
Herbert. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey. Let's go. Ready.
Here's Herbert.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blow.
That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Najee Harris
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9. 21. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, going for 14 and a first down.
21. Let's go.
Back to throw. Herbert.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Baylor Tiger.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Hey, go Lion. Hey, Ray. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
On first down, it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well. Let's go.
Herbert back to the air, eluding the pressure right.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A shotgun snap for Herbert. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Browns are able to widen their advantage. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 156 yards for him on the ground now. He has been down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Play fake. Mayfield. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offense.
And he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They hand this off to Harris. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. A pitch out to Mostert. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
12.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
Evades him at the 20. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Hey, Kappa. 59, 59. 5-9, 5-9. Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Chiefs 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all.